Welcome back to today's Self-Love Masterclass. If you are new here, my name is Renee Mullings-Lewis. I am the CEO and founder of Modern Day Wise Woman, and here at this channel, or wherever you're watching this class, we talk about all things self-love, holistic health, and personal development. Now, in this particular class, we're going to be diving deep into the signs that you may be in the wrong relationship. And what you ought to know is that a few years ago, I did a class on dead-end relationships, and it will be complimentary for you to watch that class along with this one. Why is it even important for us to know if we're in the wrong relationship? Well, because we need to do something about it if we're in the wrong relationship. And basically, you have two options. At least these are the two healthy options. You can either convert this wrong relationship into the right relationship. In other words, it's going to require some deep transformation, or you can exit the relationship. Whatever you do, though, you don't want to stay in the wrong relationship because it just will cost you way too much. Time, money, happiness, health, it's just not worth it. So you got to repair the relationship or exit the relationship. Before you decide what you have to do, you need to know what the signs are. So without further ado, let's get into the signs that you are in the wrong relationship. The first sign that you may be in the wrong relationship is you fight all the time. Look, all relationships are going to have some level of fighting. There are like these rare relationships where people never, ever, 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 ever fight at all. But most of us are going to fight, even if just a little. What we want to be watching out for is when we're fighting constantly, we're fighting weekly, daily, and we're fighting about everything and anything under the sun. There are going to be difficult times in a relationship. We're going to have periods and stages and cycles, especially if we're talking about a relationship that has spanned over many, many years or many decades. But if you're fighting all of the time, it's telling us that there is major, major, major misalignment in the way you view the world, in your values, in your expectations, in your likes and dislikes. It's telling us that things are way, way off track. You want to ensure that the person that you are in a relationship with, the person that you are married to, is someone that you can have deep, meaningful conversations with, and that communication is clear, effective, and on point. The sad thing is, there are just some people that we don't get along with, and some people that we can't get along with. We might even be in a relationship with a partner that is highly disagreeable, or maybe someone that is super high in narcissistic trait. In those instances, it feels like it's impossible to get anywhere in a conversation with people like that. So you really have to do some deep looking within yourself to gain some understanding as to whether or not the things that you're fighting about are things that are repairable, and so you can transform them, or there are things that are not repairable, and so you probably need to consider if you need to exit. Talking is the way that you figure these things out. Can you talk to your partner? Are you fighting in such a way where maybe you're just having some small disagreements here and there? Or are you having major disagreements on major things in life? If you're having major disagreements on the big stuff, you really, really need to probably consider some coaching or some therapy to see if your relationship is repairable. Now, the thing that I want to say is that I am someone that I really, really value family. I value marriage. I value loyalty. And so if you give your word to someone, if you choose to marry someone, I think it's important that you take it incredibly seriously. You want to do everything that you can and everything within your power to keep your marriage happy and healthy. That said, there are times when the differences are irreconcilable and repair is not possible. And if you think you're in that position, then you know what you have to do. The second sign that you are in the wrong relationship is you feel like you have to walk on eggshells around your partner. And I'm not saying, they've had a bad day or, they're going through something difficult at work or it's been a little tense lately because maybe you've had some kids or, you're dealing with elderly parents that are sick, like you're just stretched really thin. I'm saying that you have noticed that when you're around your partner, you are incredibly tense, you are scared, you feel like you can't really say anything or express yourself. When you have tried to express yourself or communicate with them, they snap at you or they're dangerous or they don't give you a word in edgewise. You just truly feel as if you are a prisoner in your relationship. And the key thing here is that you understand that it's not just you being timid or you being unnecessarily fearful or you operating in perhaps some kind of old childhood trauma where you just don't know how to speak up for yourself. This is truly, you are aware that you are in a relationship with someone that has zero emotional regulation, zero patience. Perhaps you feel like they don't value the things that you have to say, or they think that they're always right and you're wrong, or they tell you that it's all you and you're too sensitive. They lack empathy. These are things that you need to pay attention to and be very, very mindful of. These are the things that cannot continue if you're gonna stay in this relationship. So you either need some coaching or some therapy, or for both of you to sit down and have a real conversation about what the relationship needs to look like going forward, how to create emotional safety together, or if you feel like you can't, you have some big decisions to make. Emotional safety is one of the most important parts of a healthy relationship. And if you don't have that and you don't feel like you can achieve that, you're putting yourself at risk. And that's serious. A third sign that you may be in the wrong relationship is that your partner isn't happy for you, especially when it comes to your goals, things that you're really proud of and excited that you're taking on. If you have a partner that kind of nags at you or picks on you or criticizes you endlessly, they ask you why you even want to do these things, why it's important to you. Maybe they kind of sabotage your success. So maybe you're trying to get healthier or you're trying to learn something, and it just feels like no matter how hard you try, they're not on your side. They don't have your back. You kind of can sort of like feel that they almost don't want you to succeed. All of this is a sign that you're probably in the wrong relationship. Let me be clear. We're all human. And so sometimes when we're growing and changing and doing things to better ourselves, it can make our partners feel a little bit insecure. They might feel like, what if this person changes? Or what do these changes mean? And how will it affect our relationship or our marriage? It's okay for people to feel a little bit afraid or a little bit insecure. That said, it is a whole other thing for someone to feel scared and insecure, or for you to maybe bring up to them that they might be feeling scared and insecure, and for them to not do any reflection and to not be supportive or to turn things around and blame you. You deserve to have someone in your corner, someone who has your back, someone who is delighted by your growth and your success. That is deep, meaningful, healthy love. And if you don't have someone that wants you to succeed, wants the best for you, that knows that when you are at your best, it's what's best for the family, for the relationship, for your lives, you probably are in the wrong relationship. Another sign that you may be in the wrong relationship is what's keeping you in the relationship is fear. Fear of being alone, fear of how you'll make it financially, fear of what the future may hold if you don't find a new partner. All of these reasons have nothing to do with love or being with the right person. They have everything to do with you knowing deep in your heart and deep inside of yourself that something needs to change, but feeling like you're too powerless to make that change. Fear, when you sense it or feel it, is the opportunity for you to reflect and make a sound decision about what you're going to do next. And so, as I've said many times in this class, you have two options. Are you going to have the difficult conversations that you need to have with your partner in order to see if it is possible to transform and repair this relationship and get it back on a healthy track? Or are you going to have the courage, the conviction, and the personal integrity to do what you need to do for yourself and any others involved? Another sign that you may be in the wrong relationship is that your health is completely breaking down. When we are under a ridiculous amount of stress, so if we've been lied to and cheated on or betrayed, or we feel unsafe emotionally, if we're fighting constantly, if we don't see eye to eye on things, if we don't feel loved and supported, that is going to create so much mental, emotional, and physical strength. And where that's going to manifest itself is in our physical body. You might notice that it feels like you are constantly sick. You have a cold all of the time. You have headaches on a daily basis. Every part of your body seems to be breaking down. Your libido is completely non-existent. Like, you just know that everything is off and you don't necessarily have an understanding of why. Our relationships affect our neuropharmacology, our physiology. Our relationships affect every single aspect of our lives. It is the reason why here at this channel, we talk so much about relationships, whether it's our relationship with ourselves or our relationship with others, because the relationships you have and the state of them will always reflect physically in your body and in your environment. So if you feel like you're never well, you're constantly stressed, constantly overwhelmed, unsupported, like you just feel like you're on your own in this relationship and it is wreaking havoc on you, you might be in the wrong relationship. And like the other signs that we talked about, it requires an intervention of some kind, some coaching, some therapy, going to some kind of workshop together. You have to talk through these things with your partner, and you have to see if you can get through them, if you are both committed to getting through the stuff. If neither of you is committed, or if only you are committed, that's not going to work. It takes two people to resolve whatever issues are happening in a relationship. whatever is creating this immense amount of stress. If you find yourself in a position where you feel like there's nothing else left to be said, this person, you cannot work with them, then not only do you know you're in the wrong relationship, but you know it's time to leave. Finally, the last sign that you may be in the wrong relationship is that being in this relationship with this person has damaged your self-esteem. It has really wreaked havoc on your sense of self. Maybe you've become someone that you're not proud of. Maybe you feel ashamed of the things that you've put up with, the things that you've allowed, the things that you've excused, all the things that you look the other way for. Maybe the way this person speaks to you, the things that they have said to you, the way they've ignored you or rejected you or dismissed you has left you feeling like you are less than, like you are not good enough. Your confidence has been shaken. Your ability to be out there and express yourself is muted. There's just something really, really off about the person that you have become. Anytime we're in a relationship where we start to doubt ourselves, where we blame ourselves, where we are carrying around an immense amount of shame, where we feel confused about our identity, and it has nothing really to do with a life transition like having a baby or getting married or a new job. It is like a slow erosion of yourself has happened over time. That could be a big, big indication that you're in the wrong relationship. I cannot stress this enough. When you are in a healthy, high quality, deeply meaningful relationship, a marriage, the person that you are with helps you to feel better about yourself. This doesn't mean that they kiss your butt or that they think that you walk on water or that they never hold you accountable or call you out on your shit. It just means that this person is rooting for you. This person's cheering for you. This person likes you, loves you. You can tell, you can feel that they like and they love you, and that everything is for the very best because they want the best for you. They want the best for the relationship and for the life that you all are creating together. This person does not want to attack you or hurt you or break you down. And if you are in a relationship with someone who does that, it could be that you're in the wrong relationship. And if you want to convert this relationship or repair this relationship, that person needs to get some help. We want to make sure that you're not in an abusive relationship, whether that is emotionally, psychologically, or physically. Your sense of esteem, your health, your well-being, these things matter in a relationship. They also deeply matter if you are in a relationship and there are children involved, because your children are watching and they will model what you have created in your home. So please think carefully. Are you in the wrong relationship? Is this repairable? Can you convert it into a healthy relationship or not? Over the years, we have done many classes, and the focus of many of these classes has been relationships. There are so many people that think that the key to happiness is money and having the most money you can possibly acquire. But the reality is that the things that lead to happiness are the little things. It is the moments that we share with the people that we love. It is meaningful connections, relationships, family, and community. Now, I'm not going to tell you to not make money or to not strive to create wealth. I'm only saying that never think that money is the source of happiness. People are the source of happiness, and you deserve to be in relationships with people that you love and feel good with. And especially in a marriage or in a long-term romantic relationship. There is absolutely no excuse to be in a dead-end relationship or to be in an unhealthy relationship. Don't let that be an option. It's either healthy or it's not. And if it's not, do something about it. Well, my friends, that is it for this self-love masterclass. It has been a while. I know I've had a lot of life changes over the last couple of years, and I'm really excited to be getting back to doing videos more regularly as I'm able to fit them into my schedule. Why don't you share with me some of the things that you learned in this video that you found incredibly helpful? Also, have you ever been in the wrong relationship? If so, how did you know? And what did you do to either convert it to a healthy relationship or exit the relationship? Last but not least, before you leave this class, don't forget to give me a little love, some thumbs up. It helps me to know what content you find useful and what you want more of. And I guess what else? Don't forget to share it with your friends and your family, because as I said, relationships are where it's at. That is going to create so much meaning, fulfillment, and happiness. All right, my friends, that is it for this video. Until I see you all next time, don't you forget that we truly are in this together.